We got lots of stuff to do. Meanwhile, our friend, the dude that runs LibertyPulse.com, Kurt Wallace, with us today. Kurt, you're one of the first people to post this story. How are you?
Hey, Mike. Thanks for having me on the show.
Yeah, sure.
Doing good.
Yeah, you were one of the first people to get this story up and to link to it. What's the latest at LibertyPulse.com?
Well, there's a lot going on every day, and we try to post as many relevant articles as we can, between 20 and 40 articles per day, and it rotates out. So you have to check on a daily basis. They have we have a free daily subscription you can get by email as well if you don't have time to go to the site and you just want it pushed directly to you. And I appreciate you letting me talk about the website. But first off, I want to say happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Belated birthday. Today's day one of our 10-year or 8-year reign here on satellite radio. Yesterday was the actual anniversary. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
You're in your 8th year, and I'm honored to be on the show.
Well,
the first day of your 8th year, or the second day.
Well, thanks a lot. Now, what do you have on the Real ID up at LibertyPulse.com today? I know you have some comments by Congressman Paul up there.
Yeah, well, there's an article about the ID card for workers, and it's a Wall Street Journal article. And basically, it's at the center of immigration plan, and that's the title of the article. But, you know, the federal government has been pushing for a national ID card for quite a while now. It started during the Bush administration, and it's continuing. And really what's interesting is that the voting record between all of these supposedly different candidates during the presidential election were the same. I mean, they all voted the same on the national ID card. There isn't really a choice on the federal level, and I really appreciate what you're doing in standing up for our need to stand up to the federal government through states' rights. And this is what's happening. The fight is on the state level to stop the federal ID card, the RFID chip. And that's going to continue. It's already been shot down once. It'll be shot down again. I have a lot of faith in the American people that we can see the difference as long as we're informed, and that's what you're doing, is informing the American public.
Well, I'm trying to inform them. Kurt Wallace, and you've heard me mention the LibertyPulse.com website a lot in the last 2 or 3 weeks since we left CPAC. Let me ask you a final question, and we've got a lot of stuff to cover here this hour. But you wrote you wrote a piece about curing Beckaholism, and you posted it at Liberty Pulse. How many places have picked up the cure for Beckaholism? Is the Mike Church Show? Just out of curiosity.
I don't know. I was kind of surprised when you said there were 10 locations, so I went and Googled it. And I realized, wow, there are a lot of places. There are 3 in particular that have picked it up. And if you could humor me for a moment,
sure.
PoliticalWar.com picked it up, and TheHumbleLibertarian.com also put it up on their site. There's another one called The Smoking Argus, which is SMArgus.com.
Okay.
And they did an edit on a picture of Glenn Beck holding his hands up with 2 margarita glasses, and it's really funny. And then there's another one of Mitt Rhino. That's what I call Mitt Romney.
Mitt Rhino.
The national health care guy, who is not a Republican at all. Is a picture of him in front of a used car sales lot, and it's a very funny picture, and I appreciate these folks putting it on. But the point of this is not to attack Glenn Beck, but to start to explain that folks like Glenn Beck and a lot of people that have what I would call cognitive dissonance have one foot in the neoconservative, which is actually progressivism,
right,
and one foot in liberty. They're talking the liberty message to a degree, but they haven't totally woken up. They've got 2 different ideas, 2 belief systems at the same time.
Right. And you can't reconcile it. I don't know how you reconcile that. But anyways, LibertyPulse.com is a website. Kurt Wallace is his name. Kurt's a good guy. Kurt, thanks for taking a minute. Now we'll keep. We go to LibertyPulse.com every day. I think you're onto something there. It's basically, folks. It is a roundup of stories across the airways of fuel about liberty. And about the liberty movement, states' rights movement. Kurt's always in touch with the guys at the 10th Amendment Center, and it's a great site to read. Kurt, thanks for taking time out. We will have you on again. And thanks for writing about the dude, man. We appreciate that.
Well, you're the most dangerous man on talk radio today, and I hold to that, and I appreciate you having me on.
All right, Kurt. We'll talk to you soon, bro.
All right.